Let's all play What's My Line? Now let's meet this week's What's My Line panel. First, a year-round surprise package, Soupy Sales.
How did they know I wanted a drink? Oh, anyway, it's time for me to introduce you to our next panelist. And she's been with us before, and she's back again. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's Donna Valery.
Here's that wonderful, kind movie critic, Jean Shalit.
And now, a lady who is dressed up to resemble the fuselage of the Red Baron's airplane, Arlene Francis.
And if you have a game room in your house, here's a wall-to-wall game guy, Larry Blyden.
It's always a little embarrassing when you can't get sat down before they stop applauding, you know what I mean? It makes you feel, that's too late now.
All right.
For those of you at home who can't see, Jean was talking about Arlene's dresses. Those what are they, Maltese crosses?
Maltese crosses.
Are red, and the dress is kind of purpley.
You know how to make a Maltese cross?
No?
You toss a cigarette down his pants.
Would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Connie Werchin.
How are you, Connie? Where are you from?
Vineland, New Jersey.
Okay, panel. By now, you should be comfortable in the presence of royalty, since over the years on the program, you have met the watermelon queen, the pork queen, and the sugar queen. Connie Werchin is such a queen. At her coronation luncheon, each dish served featured Connie's product. The wine before you is also made from that product, and while you sip it, we'll show the audience what Connie's title is. And let's begin the questioning with Soupy Sales.
That's pretty darn swell.
Well, there goes Soupy Sales.
Connie, ooh, whatever this is in this drink, you're the queen of.
Yes, I am.
You got to be the happiest queen. Is it? Yeah, I'm going to. Are we supposed to find out what's in that?
Well, what it's made of, what the chief
Is
ingredient
it some kind of a fruit?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Donna.
Is it a vegetable?
Yes.
Aha, a vegetable.
How about that? I didn't know that.
A fermented vegetable. It's got to be... Excuse me a moment.
We'll wait here.
Turnips.
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Gene.
You know, Connie, since you come from Vineland, I was thinking that maybe it had something to do with chickens and eggs, but I never heard of chicken wine. So I'm gonna give myself a maybe on that, pending further sipping.
Yeah.
This wine is made of a vegetable not ordinarily associated with the making of wine. Is that correct?
Not ordinarily, well, most vegetables are not thought of ordinarily in the making of wine. Grapes are.
Okay, I get a yes then.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Does this grow above the ground rather than under the ground?
Yes.
In the state in which we recognize it, is it orange, green, or brown? One of those three
green,
colors?
and brown. No.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is a vegetable that is neither orange, nor green, nor brown?
We're going to think of it as being neither orange, nor green, nor brown, and if I'm wrong, you can sue me.
No, I wouldn't sue
3
you
down
ever.
and 7 to go, Arlene.
Does it grow, is the vegetable round?
No.
4 down and 6 to go. See, I didn't know it was a vegetable. I said that earlier.
Well, you thought it was a fruit?
No.
What'd you think it was?
5 down and 5 to go.
What do you think? It was chopped liver?
No, but I didn't think it was a vegetable, and you may not think it's a vegetable either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it something, Connie, that we have? You're working on a new routine for your club act. That's good. You changed the ending. Is this something that we would have at dinner time with our main course?
You could.
That kind of vegetable?
You could, Soupy, but the likelihood of it is so remote that I'm gonna lay a no on you. Donna?
I just remembered that I got it the wrong way around. It's a tomato that's considered a fruit, not a vegetable. So I've got it wrong. Corn.
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Gene.
Does this have anything to do, speaking of Soupy, with the nut family?
No.
7 down and 3 to go, Arlene.
All right, it grows above the ground, you
Yes.
said, right? Does it grow on... It's kind of it has a vermouth quality to it? This,
Well, I really can't answer that since I haven't tasted it. But it's something that she's the queen of.
she's the queen
That
of
you
it.
all
Does it grow
know
on a
very
bush?
No.
No. 8 down and 2 to
Does
go.
it ever come in a clump of things when you buy it in the store?
Probably not. 9 down and 1 to go. I'll give you 1 tip, and even if you get it right, I'm going to throw it over because I gave you a tip. But there's a song about it, Donna.
Oh.
Blueberry Hill.
The Rutabaga Blues.
No, the song is called Dandelion Wine.
Oh,
and she's the Dandelion Queen. And she was crowned at the Cumberland County Dandelion Festival held in Vineland, New Jersey. Now, tell us about the Dandelion Festival. I didn't know there was one.
The Dandelion Festival was held in Cumberland County, and it was a month-long event, which they had a luncheon and everything, and it was mostly to bring to the attention that dandelion is edible and it's nutritious, too.
What about the dandelions that grow in your yard, which you would really rather not have there sometime?
Well,
Can you eat 'em?
yes, they're all edible. However, don't try to eat the ones in your yard if you use a weed killer of any sort because, you know, this would be very hazardous to your health.
Yes, you could kill the really big weed.
That's right. That would be nature's way of telling you not to do that.
Now, what sort of things are made out of dandelions? I thought it was a weed.
I do
It was
too.
a flower.
Salads are made out of dandelions.
Well, we had a luncheon, and the menu consisted of dandelion juice cocktail, dandelion salad, dandelion soup, dandelion omelet, dandelion and lamb on rice, and dandelion ravioli. And for dessert, we had ice cream dandelion
They
parfait.
even got a TV show. What's my dandelion?
And they also had dandelion leaf tea. So it's the stem can be used, which
What's
is a
it got in
vegetable.
it? Is there any nutritional value in it?
Oh yes, there is a lot of vitamin A and C and iron. So it's very, very good for you.
So remember that, folks. Rush out now and get your dandelions for your AC and iron, and don't get them out of the yard. Wait until in the yard they get all fluffy and white, and then blow on them, and they all come down in those little parachutes. Thank you for being with us on
Thank
What's My
you.
Line. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message. Chet, we're back, and it's time for our next challenger to enter and sign in, please. Janet Tozek. Where are you from?
New York.
Okay. Panel, Janet Tozak, move up a little bit, darling, so they can hear your yes and no's. They'll hear your no's well. Janet Tozak produces a product and will show the audience what the product is. And let's begin the game with Donna Valery.
Janet, does this product get rid of flies? Is it beneficial mostly to women?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Gene.
This product, you say you produce the product. Do you make the product?
Yes, she makes it.
You make the product. Is it a
She's
product?
involved in the process by which it's made, anyway.
The finished product, can I hold it in my hand?
Yes.
Would both men and women use it if either used it?
Yes.
Both men and women would use it. Would I, if I were using it, would I use it in the house?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
If I had it in the house, would I most likely use it in one room rather than in another room?
No.
Well, you not necessarily, but for the sake of the game, we sometimes say, yeah, you would.
It's not confined to a kitchen, or it can be used anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
Not usually you would think of it in one room, Gene. You got a yes to that answer. I would pursue that.
okay. Would this be either the bedroom, the bathroom, or the kitchen?
Yes.
That hasn't helped me a whole lot. It's left out the foyer. That's about all.
You got a nice house, though.
What's a one?
We could just get a
one-
bedroom and a living on that. We got something pretty good going there.
Okay, now, is it the bedroom or the kitchen?
Yes.
Aha. Little by little, I'm sneaking up to a no. Is it the bedroom?
No.
Arlene?
Is it a product that is consumed?
Yes.
Is it served at mealtime?
Yeah?
It could be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a sweet product of some kind?
No.
3 down, 7 to go, Soupy.
Is it ever in the bread or roll family?
Yes.
Oh-ho. Would it taste good with cream cheese and little lox and thing? Do you
Yes,
make
it would.
bagels?
Bagels is what you make. Janet is a full-time bagel maker for East Coast Bagels in Lynbrook, Long Island. Do you make Lynbrook? Do you make Lynbrook?
Bagel Long Island.
do you make bagels like other bread and rolls?
Well, no, they are boiled first, and then they're baked in the oven.
Really? What about the
Boil?
dough? Why do you have to boil them? I mean, what's different about the dough?
Nothing really. They just have to be boiled so that they
So they
get
become
bigger.
inedible. They're so good.
Oh, God.
Are there different kinds of bagels?
Yeah, well, we make poppy, onion, salt, garlic,
Ah.
sesame, and
Bagels.
Ah, listen, you've ruined us all. Thank you for being with us on What's My Line, Ron. We're back and we have time for a fast round of Who's Who. So, Lloyd, would you open the curtain, please? Here we have 4 ladies and gentlemen who've come out of the audience to play with us. A chef, a lecturer, an airline reservationist, and a singer. All you have to do is hand out the card so that each person holds the card which states his or her occupation. You have 20 seconds each. We'll start with Donna Valery. On your mark, get set, go. And that is not correct. And here comes Gene Shalit. And that is also not correct. And here comes Arlene Francis. And that is also not correct. And here comes Soupy Sales. And that is also not correct, and you have beat the panel. Congratulations. And now would you hand the cards around so that each person has a correct one? Okay, there we go. Lecturer, chef, airline reservationist, lecturer, airline reservationist, chef, and now we have it. Now would you tell us who you are, please?
I'm Sherry Himmler from Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, and I'm an airline reservationist.
Okay,
I'm Claire Arsenault. I'm a chef and from New Bedford, Massachusetts.
okay. Well, my
Phil
goodness, we know
Brooks,
each other.
Patterson, New Jersey, singer.
Okay.
Ann Housley, and I'm a lecturer.
Okay, thank you very much. You won $100, and we have a special gift for each of you, and thank you for playing Who's Who on What's My Line. Thank you very much.
Yes, each member of the Who's Who team will receive an assortment of Turtle Wax car care products, including the world's first self-polishing car wax. You just wipe it on. No rubbing, no buffing from Turtle Wax. Larry.
Okay, we're back now, and it's time for the special feature of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. Panel, heads up. Are our blindfolds all in place?
They certainly are.
Then would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, we'll go one question at a time. Fate's law prevails. You have about 3 minutes, and let's start with Soupy Sales.
Thank you, Larry. Mystery guest, would we know you best from your work on television?
No.
Donna?
Would we know you best because of your Broadway appearances?
Oh, possibly.
Gene?
It's interesting, you don't, unless I'm very much misled, you don't seem to be disguising your voice, mystery guest. But that's not anything except that you're not disguising your voice, mystery guest. Are you best known for being a performer in show business?
Yes.
Arlene?
She certainly isn't disguising her voice. Maybe she mostly... Do you sing?
No.
Maybe she disguises her voice for a living, you see. This is
Soupy?
Well, are you in something other best known now other than show business?
No.
Donna?
Have we covered, we've covered Broadway, television. Are you in movies?
Yes.
Gene? I'm astonished they don't recognize your voice.
I do, I think.
Gene?
Are you either on the Broadway stage or in a film in New York City now?
No.
Arlene?
Were you in, well, several plays, but were you also in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Yes.
Shall I say it?
You better.
Is it Sandy Dennis?
Yes, you're Sandy Dennis. Not only was she in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, but she won an Oscar for that one. And she also won 2 Tonys for Any Wednesday and 1,000 Clowns. So I guess by now you're a champ.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to do an English accent, but it's very hard with yes and no.
That's true.
I did think you were English.
You did? Oh, that's very nice.
Did you find that your prizes that you have won have changed your life, or did they in any way once you got them? Did they?
It's very hard to get work after you win any sort of prize.
Really?
Well, I think so. I think it's difficult. Yes, in that sense it has.
Because I found it impossible.
What?
I'm absolutely
Really?
straight. I really
why?
do.
Well, tell us why.
I won a Tony about 2 years ago, and I've worked constantly in the theater for about 25 years, and since I won it, I haven't been offered one job. And
Why is that?
I don't know,
Is it
but it
some
happens to
severance
people
pay?
all the time.
Oh, I don't know. I think people continually like to discover people. So once you've been discovered 2 or 3 times, you've really had it.
Yeah. I guess maybe that's it. Now, listen, you're at home there with old Jerry Mulligan, and he's this terrific musician, and he's writing away, and he's arranging, and he's carrying on, and you're learning your lines, and you're working, and you're carrying on there. Do they ever interfere, or is your house big enough that you can both isolate?
Well, it's not that big, but Jerry has a room of his own, and nobody gets to go in it except to bring him his breakfast trays or his dinner trays, or and we also have lots of cats, and nobody's the cats
How many cats?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot, huh?
Many cats.
Can't count anymore.
Do they get to go in, or they have to?
No, they don't get to go anymore.
Now, does he
because
play
there's-
piano when he works?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is that a distraction in any way?
No.
Does he ever come out with a song and say, look, I made you a present? Does that ever happen, or do you feel that his work is like that?
Well, he's never done that, but maybe he will.
What are you going to do next?
Well, I've just finished a film called Mr. Sycamore in California with Jason Robards and Gene Simmons, but I don't know when it'll come out.
What's it about?
It's about a man who wants to turn into a tree.
Yeah, it was a play, wasn't it?
In the 30s, I think.
Yeah.
If you do that, you could die these days. They're going to start dumping coal on us again. That's really bad news, isn't it? Now, if you could do anything you want to do, and you probably are in a position now pretty much to do that, what would you do?
Retire with money.
Well, I said you were in a position to do that. I may have lied, folks. I may have assumed too much. Do you find that you do things sometimes because you have to make a living, and people say, why did she ever do that? Why did you do
All the
that?
time. All the time I do it because I have to make a living.
How does one make it clear to people that an artist is also somebody who makes a living?
Well, I don't know. That's a very good question. I suppose people always assume that you make a lot of money, which you don't really, and of course the government takes a lot of what you do make. I'm sure people are aware of that, even on a much smaller scale than people who make a great deal of money.
You're so gifted and you're so bright. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you so much. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message. Did you hear about the little spaceman who landed his ship in Times Square and he blew out a tire? And he got out and he went over to a delicatessen, saw some bagels in the window, and he said, give me one of those tires. And the guy said, that's not a tire, it's a bagel. And the guy said, no, that's a tire. I blew out a tire, I need a tire. The guy says, it's not a tire, it's a bagel. He said, what do you do with it? He says, you eat it. The guy says, really? He says, yeah. Here, have one. So the little spaceman took a bite and said, that's very good. That would go good with lox. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Jet Gould speaking for What's My Line? A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was recorded